What's up, guys? Subzeroark here with a duel between Antonello Boss and Wave Motion. Antonello opens with the Banisher of the Radiance and 3 back row. Very interesting. Banisher of the Radiance, if you don't know, is an up-and-coming card. It's been out for a very long time. Came out in, I don't know, some like Light of the Destruction. Long time ago. But any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Came out with a bunch of like really awful fairy cards, if I remember correctly. I know I still have a few, and it's like, add counter traps. Do you want these, right? Or add your banished fairies that I don't know how you banish them, but get them. Anyway, Excel Light. You control no monster, special summon 1 level 4 lower Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck. You cannot only activate. You cannot normally summon a set energy. Okay, so this guy is playing a Photon deck. Which is very interesting, I guess. We'll just have to see what happens. And I guess they're TCG? Ooh, he knows his stuff. Okay, so Photon Satellite, Okay, ooh, that's nice. So what this card is going to be doing, he targets a monster and himself, and then he combines the levels, and their levels are the same, or become that level. He can't normal summon or set this turn still, but he has 3 Photon Satellites on board, so it's very interesting to see what he can do. He can go into like a gotchi if he wants to. If he can drop anything else, he can go absolutely crazy. So this is very scary. You know, if he had dropped a level 10, he could have gone to 2 rank 10s. But he's just going to go into that gotcha, I guess. Or a Dark Mist, actually. Oh no. I'll just cut that all out. Okay, so this is a really interesting thing that's going on here, that he's sort of like laddering up with these satellites, and he's gotten to the point where he's got 2 level 5s. I don't know if he can ladder up further than that, but that's really interesting. So if you don't know, 3 satellites can make a rank 5. I had no idea, but he just gets a freaking Tears. Tears is going to get Solemn Judgmented, which really sucks for Wave Motion. He has pretty much wasted all that time for nothing, but it's cool because all it cost him was a satellite and a machine duplication, and he still has that satellite. Starlight Road here would be sweet, Solemn here would be slightly less sweet, but ooh. Now, that Heavy Storm's going to be a +1 for Antonello, and it's going to leave them at a 4-2 card advantage, which is really scary for Wave Motion, because I'm guessing that last card in hand really isn't, you know, anything powerful. I don't think it's a tour guide or a rabbit. Of course, I could be wrong. So it looks like Antonello is running a rabbit with a Banisher teched in, instead of those, whatever the heck they're called, Macrocosmos. Okay. So he's going to use Photon Lizard's effect, which is going to get him a Photon monster from his hand. Level 4 lower, he's going to get the Thrasher, which allows him to make plays. It's also higher than that Saber Source or that Banisher, but I would assume that back row is, you know, not an MST, so it's probably something that can stop that Thrasher. It's what I'm guessing, of course. But it doesn't. It's not. That's very interesting. The card advantage has really shifted here. I mean, Antonello's still 2 higher, but with this Thrasher on the field, Wave Motion's really controlling the game now. He can attack over that Banisher, or that face down, which is a Sabersaurus. Nice, noticing, you know, that Antonello probably wasn't maining those, whatever you call them, anything really good to set, you know, like a Snowman Eater. He was probably just setting something so that next turn he could try to go into a rank 4. Very good on his part, instead of just going for the quick damage and hacking the Banisher. We're going to see if he has a real backer right now, and he does not. That Guaiba is just going to get destroyed, and now Wave Motion's actually ahead. The draw on Antonello at the start of his turn is going to put things equal, but it's really not equal when you look at it. He's got that 3 back row now. He just added 1. We know the 2, the middle and the left one really are... Ooh! Antonello comes back with a heavy storm of his own, which if it goes off will be a +1 for him. And he's gonna MST that. Alright, that's very interesting. Not sure why he would do that. Like, I guess he was just messing around. But this turns the game completely in Wave Motion's favor. Now Antonello's stuck to top decking, and Wave Motion has 2 cards left in hand, which is a really powerful spot to be in. So, in the course of a few turns, Wave Motion has completely changed the flow of the game. So that's very interesting. Of course, Antonello running Dino Rabbit can just top deck into a Rabbit or a Tour Guide at any time and change the game as well. So don't count him out yet. But one more turn he will be out, which is very scary for him. We're just gonna have to see if anything climactic happens. Summons the Cyber Valley just in case. In case of what? Oh, interesting. He's gonna banish the Valley and Photon Thrasher to go draw 2. I guess he has something in his hand. You know, that's going to be able to stop Antonello, or attack over, you know, attack for 1200, because if he doesn't, that would be very outplay. Antonello has drawn into the Sabersaurus, so unless Wave Motion has, you know, another Thrasher in hand, I'm gonna say I didn't really like that play with the Cyber Valley, but we're just gonna have to see what happens. He, of course, Antonello has the Sabersaurus. This is sort of his, final stand. He did have the second Thrasher, so that was the correct play there. He was doing that, you know, that was a smart move on his part, which I think that's the only situation that would be a smart move in. Okay, so he's this Thrasher. His opponent top decks Tour Guide. Let's see if Wave Motion can stop it. Wave Motion can't stop it, which means that Antonello is still in this game, maybe able to turn it around. He can go into the Acid. Oh, he flips the Macrocosmos here, just so his opponent does not max C, or, you know, Veil or anything that comes up, but, you know, clearly Veiling would be, Oh, he has the Solemn Warning, which makes it a great game, for Wave Motion. Very quick, but very interesting back-and-forth game. That Leviathan Dragon really could have turned things around if it hadn't gotten warninged. But, great game, both of you guys. Very interesting to see Photons and see what they're doing right now. Maybe limited plays? I'm not really sure. We'll just have to see what happens. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and everything else. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to say here. And that's why I have an outro.